the file backupper. It's a synchronization software which is very simple, very fast, where you have absolute control over your backup behavior. Let's first define a source directory that we want to back up. We take this folder, that is the source, and drag and drop it to the source directories. Then we take the target directory and drag and drop to the target directories. And then what we do is we simulate, take a look at the outcome. This is what will happen. Here we have a short summary of the source directory. There are 16 files in there, 2 folders, and this is the size of the source directory. Here is the summary of the target directory, 9 files, 2 folders, and this is the size. And here we have a summary what will happen to the source directory. Nothing will be deleted, nothing will be copied in the source directory, nothing will be replaced. And here we see what will happen to the target directory. So 8 files will be deleted, 15 files will be copied, and 0 files will be replaced. And these are the sizes, and here we can see what will happen with which files. So this sign over here, it's a little cross, that means it will be deleted, and there is a little arrow, means these files will be deleted, and these files, here we have a sign that means this file is new in the source directory, and it will be copied to the target directory. Okay, if we execute now, then it says, okay, are you really sure you want to execute this? So many files will be deleted, and so on. You say yes, and then it's done. The backup is finished. How we can define our own individual backup mode, because with this program you can design every backup mode you would like to have, and every backup mode is possible. On the left side here, everything relates to the source directories, and on the right side, what you can see here, it relates to the target directories. And here you can exactly specify what will happen with which file state. For example, if you compare 2 folders, then you can have files that are identical. Or if you compare 2 folders, you can have an extra file in one folder or an extra file in the other folder, in the target folder in this case. Or if you compare 2 folders, 2 files, one of them can be newer than the other one, and then you have to decide what will happen. Okay, the usual mode that you would use, or that most of the people use, is the incremental backup. That means that files that are identical are disregarded. Nothing will happen. This is a coffee cup here. So these are the possible operations that you can define. A new file in the source directory will be copied to the target directory, and a newer file in the source directory, a file that you were working on and that was not backupped yet, it exists in the target but it's older, a newer file in the source will be also copied to the target. Now let's look what happens in the target directory. The identical files, they stay the same. New files, that means the files that you deleted, for example, here, and they don't exist here anymore in the source, but they still exist in the target. Then there are extra files, they will be deleted. And the files that are newer in the target, that means somehow you worked on these files and you have here the older version in the source, they will not be deleted, they will not be replaced, they just stay there. Or for example, if you go and define the synchronization mode, then here we have the difference that in both, it goes in both ways. Not just from source to target, but it can also go from target to the source. That means files that are newer in the target will go to the source and will replace the older file in the source. Okay, so here you can see that you have these 2 backup modes, but what you can do now with the file backup, define everything you want. You can, for each state that you have here, you can define one operation. That means you can say with the files that are extra in target or new, you can just say nothing will happen. Or the files that are newer in target, you can also say nothing will happen. Or for those as well. That means if you select something like this, then only the newer files in the source will be copied to target. Let's say you just want to copy text files. So you go here and say you want to include or exclude something, and you want to exclude, for example, exe files. So you click here and you say you don't want to have any exe files. You go out of this, make a new simulation, and now you can take a look at this file, the file backupper here. It disappears. No exe files are there anymore. Or you could include, you could say, I just want to have txt files or files that are called copy, for example. So let's go here and say include files, only .txt, and files that have the word copy in them. So let's go back, simulate, only txt files and files that contain the word copy. Now we can go back and say we don't want to exclude anything, but we just want to have txt files. Then we type in this, simulate, only txt files remain. Let's take a look what is in this file. Why is it newer? So we can click on it and open the file with enter or something. Okay, then we can take a look what's in this file. And then we can do the same with this one. We click on it, open it, see, okay, it's older. Now we can change it, for example, save it, and if we close it and simulate again, then this file will be the newer file. And what happens? It tells us this file is now newer and it will be copied to the other side. Another possibility to take a look on a file is if you just hit space, or if you say show in Explorer. Then it will open the file and mark it, and then you will see where it is and where it comes from. If you don't like what you see, you can just select it and delete it by hitting the delete button, or for example by saying delete from to-do list. Another possibility is you could resize the to-do list, and for example you can show the size of the files and sort for that to see what is the largest file. Or for example you could sort for the operation, first the files that will be deleted, then the files that go to the right, then to the left. Or you could sort for the files, for the file name. What else? You could show the full path of the files to see where they are really from. Another possibility is you could resize the to-do list, and for example you can show the size of the files and sort for that to see what is the largest file. Or for example you could sort for the operation, first the files that will be deleted, then the files that go to the right, then to the left. Or you could sort for the files, for the file name. What else? You could show the full path of the files to see where they are really from. You have 4 skins at the moment: the baby blue skin, skin number 2, which is quite gray, skin number 3 that I just showed and personally I like most, and skin number 4, which is maybe something for girls. So this was the presentation for the file backupper. It's very simple, very fast, and you can adjust any backup mode you like.